What up, Scumbag McGee in the building? Getting ready for day two. Um, yeah, man. So far, the battles haven't started. Stream hasn't even started, so I got this bad feeling they're gonna start late, and it's gonna be a long fucking day. Anywho's, I get to catch up on the battles that I didn't review yesterday. If y'all watched the stream yesterday, or I had multiple streams, I should probably move over this side. Let us see me more. Yeah, doesn't matter. Whatever. Um, yeah. I missed this battle because I was reviewing Real Deal and Miss Hustle, and it was the beginning of the battlethon where they had no breaks. They just were doing battles back to back, so I didn't get to catch the first round of this, and I wanted to catch the first round of this because in the chat they were like flipping out saying that, oh, I'm a pussy for keeping time or whatever. I know what happened, so whatever. I got to see the battle on the VOD this morning at the gym. um I think it was a good battle. I think for it to be a surprise battle kind of diminished it a little bit. I felt like if it was announced, or like, I feel like I would have liked to see this battle on like a Bags and Bodies card where it's like one of the 4 or 5 battles happening, because I felt like it could have been really good if it had longer you know rounds. But just to discuss the time shit that I was getting mad about. That I agree with. Like, if you agree to a minute 30, it should be that way. And I may be a little bit of a hypocrite because like the Rock and Big K battle, like I had Rock winning that battle and his rounds were fucking ridiculously long. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing where I get why Big K a lot of times was calling time on battlers, or battlers get mad when a rapper's going on a long round, because it's a gamble, because their long round could be crazy. Like Rock's second round versus Big K, it was a long round, but the shit was ridiculous. Like it was insane, and that made Big K lose that round because it was a long round and it was crazy. It can work against you where you can have a long round and it's boring, but it's a gamble for the other battler to take. So I don't get upset when they call time because you can lose a battle. Basically, if you wrote a minute 30 and the other person wrote 4 minutes and their round is crazy, you lost. You lost that round because it makes you just look like you didn't have enough material. So I know this disagreeing rappers do that. I know people were in the chat going, "Oh, Ab's a bitch, should let him rap," but it was a semi grudge match because this battle was booked a couple times. I was at an event. I believe Royalty was when it was first booked. Was it, or was that Twerk and Av? Might have been Twerk and Av. But anyway, I know Smack had a card a couple times where Av and Cortez were battling and it didn't go down. So it was a semi grudge match. I felt like they were rapping each other like it was a grudge match, especially when Av got mad at the time. Like Cortez turned up in the second, and I was turned up throughout the whole battle, to be honest. So I just felt like it should have been on a bigger card. Um, well, this is a big card, but I meant like a card that's like 4 or 5 battles where I had more of a spotlight on it with longer rounds. I feel like the battle would have been fire. You know what I mean? But yeah, first round. I think first round that's a debatable round because that's the round that Cortez got cut off. So sometimes when you cut off someone in their round and they don't end it, it's kind of hard to judge that round because you don't know, especially someone like Cortez. Like not like Rum Nitty or B Magic or some shit where they're just spitting punchlines. So you cut them off, it's like, all right, whatever. But like Cortez has rounds crafted. There's a beginning, there's an end, there's a middle on some essay shit. You know, so if he don't, he's the type of rapper that if he don't end his round the right way, it may not be a complete round. It may not look right. You know what I mean? So it's debatable. I think the first round. I maybe have to watch it again. So this is like all first watch. You know what I'm saying? These reactions that I give. Um, I don't know. But the second I gave it to Cortez. Third I gave it to Av. Av is not the type of person to take a angle on you, but he had a good angle in the third. I'm not gonna ruin it. But I thought he had a good angle in the third. But I felt like he should have went in more on that angle. Like he went on that angle for like half the round and spent the other half of the round you know, doing punchlines, and Av may be the type of battler that's just like don't want to get messy. You know what I mean? So he probably, like you saw, he didn't even mention a lot of the shit to Bad News. Like he didn't really go in on him like that. And the same thing with this one. Like he kind of touched on the subject, but didn't go in on Cortez. So all first watch, I don't know if I could give a winner, but I don't know. It's tough. I might edge Cortez 2-1. Um, all first watch, I might give Tez the first, but like I said, I gave Tez the second, and I gave Ab the third. But was a good battle, and yeah.